brought to you by
Metropolitan International University, a multi-campus university with campuses in Kampala, Kisoro and Mbarara. Contact or WhatsApp us on 0772 561 957. Email us at metropolitaniu@gmail.com. Empowerment through knowledge creation.
A very good morning once again. Thank you for keeping it urban, and you're still watching the Rush Hour with me, Agatha Mhaise, who is taking you through the Rush Hour. So for today in the Rush Talk, we are going to be talking to a singing duo, a husband and wife who have started a group. Though they are London based, but they're visiting Uganda for a while, and this team is called Team O. Today in studio, I am joined by Jackie Onaya and Gio Gabriel, who are going to tell us their story, how they met, how they do business together as husband and wife, and how they travel together. A very good morning, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
And thank you for having us.
How is Uganda so far?
Uganda is amazing.
How long have you been here?
Always amazing. So we've been here since around 16th of August. Yeah.
That's very nice. So I understand one of you brings the heart, and the other one brings the vocals. Who is who?
The heart. She's the heart.
Heart and vocals.
Heart and vocals. Yes, correct me. Heart and vocals.
Heart and vocals, and your
Blazing vocals.
That's beautiful. Tell us about yourselves. How did you meet? How is it with you? What is life like for you?
So we met through mutual friends. We met in London. I'm actually of Ugandan origin. I was born here. Left Uganda at a very young age. And, you know, I grew up in London. But Uganda has always been home. So I'm back and I'm proud to be home. Yes, kati neyongereyo. Obangambe chikati.
Go back to English.
Go back to English.
Yes.
Let's go back to English.
So I was excluded from the picture, now I'm brought back in.
So she is Ugandan born, and you are?
I'm born in the UK. I'm of Nigerian descent, so I'm first generation Nigerian. Born in the UK, was out in the UK till I was 9 years old. Then I was taken to Nigeria, lived out there till I was 18. So I grew up out in Nigeria. Went back to the UK, and ever since.
She tells me that you met through mutual friends. What
Yes.
was that like? Paint for me a picture. Which friends?
Wow, so it was through mutual friends, through a church setting. We literally, what did we do? We had
There was
meal. We had a meal at our
Those
friend's house.
after church meals?
Yes,
Yeah,
those
okay.
after church meals at a friend's house. And somebody walks in, this man walks in, and he's loud. And I'm like, who's that? You know, because I'm the, you know, as a Ugandan woman, you're quiet, you're classy. And then he comes in loud, and I'm like, okay. But we started talking and talking, and we actually talked the whole night. And I was like, this is actually a decent person. So the conversations continued. And 3 months in, we actually got engaged.
3 months.
Yes, we got
Yeah.
engaged.
3 months of dating.
3 months of dating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We got engaged. That same year, we got married, as in our traditional. That
He
same
flew
year.
in to Uganda to do the traditional, or
No,
he did it
we
in
UK.
actually did it in UK.
UK.
Yeah, we did it in UK. And then the following year, we did the you know, the
wedding.
ceremony, the white wedding
So you
ceremony.
dated and got married in a period of within a year?
Yes, it was within a year.
Yeah,
We
Ugandans.
knew when we met each other. I mean, in 9 days of talking, we literally, the first day that we decided to start dating, we were like, we just knew that we're going to be together.
We're going to be together.
So,
Yes.
yeah,
And now it's, what, 14 and a half years later with 2 children.
yeah. 15 and a half together, 14 and a
14
half.
married.
Yeah, 14 and a half married.
Married.
Yes.
I want him to tell me the proposal story.
Yeah,
Even if he would tell
All
it
right.
better.
All right.
Gabriel, how did you propose?
So basically, 3 months in, it was my birthday, and Jackie decided to throw me a party. So I thought, this is perfect. So she baked me a cake, did all that stuff. She didn't know I was baking her a cake as well. So on the day of the party, when they decided to bring the cake out, you know, everyone's singing happy birthday and all that stuff, all excited. And they put the cake in front of her instead of me. So when they put the cake in front of her, they flung the lid backwards, and she just saw this cake saying, "Will you marry me?" with a ring in it. And she just said, "This is not the cake I ordered," and ran. She ran.
I was surprised.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I was
Get your
just
cake.
like, I was just like, ah.
She was expecting a birthday cake for me, but
Yeah, there was a lot of emotions going on.
That's
You know.
very beautiful.
So yeah.
How has it been mixing cultures, not just cultures in the same country, but two different worlds, Nigeria and Uganda? What has that been like?
So when we first came together, it was, we're going to make our own republic. You see what I mean? We are going to take from the Nigerian culture, we will take from the Ugandan culture, and we will form one. So the good things from there, and you know, there are great things. There are great things from both cultures.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, we believe in inter-Africa.
Yes.
Full
Africa without borders. That's what we believe in.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So yeah, we just created our own.
So
Really,
two
our own
children,
republic.
you're raising them with both cultures.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
That's
yes,
very
yes, yes,
beautiful.
yes.
I'm going to come back to that. I want to come back to the music. So you meet, you date. At what point do you realize we both love singing?
Wow. So we weren't actually always in singing. My background, I've got a background in fashion. I've got background in accounts, in business. I studied quite a lot. But I was miserable when I was in accounts. And, you know, it came to a point where I was like, am I going to continue being miserable, or am I going to do something that, you know, I'm passionate about and I've loved? You see what I mean? And actually, in that time, I met my husband. And then he said to me, when we were speaking, I said, "What do you do?" And he said, "I'm a musician." I was like, "Okay, like, what do you do?" And then
It's
he
not
was
a
like,
profession.
"Yeah, I sing for a living." I was like, okay. So it actually is possible. So I went to a lot of his gigs, and, you know, I got, you know, into the industry and understood how things work, and that actually you can make more money from music than where I was, you know.
So you inspired her to do music. Did you start off in music?
no. So, being of African descent, your parents, my parents are very much, you must study, be a doctor or a lawyer
All
or some
African
kind of,
parents.
all African parents are the same, right?
Yes.
And from my lineage, there's no one like me. I'm the only alien.
Oh,
I'm the only alien.
you're the only musician.
The only musician. So my mom didn't understand it. The thing was, I started studying pharmacology at university, and within the first year, I was already singing, but the degree started to really suffer. So I became
Rush
so
Talk
apprehensive. I
brought
was
you
like,
by
"What am I
Metropolitan
gonna do
International
now?"
University, a
I took a year
multi-campus
out,
university with
and that
campuses
year I
in
decided to clear
Kampala,
my head. I went
Kisoro,
for
and
counselling and
Barara.
everything.
Contact or
And I was
WhatsApp
just
us
honest with
on
myself that, you know what?
0772
There's no
561
other profession for me
957.
but
Email
to follow
us
the
at
real path of music. This is my life. I'm wasting my time. And when I decided to confront my fears and just go in, that was it. I was set free totally. Most of my peers are doctors, lawyers, major generals, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm the musician. My mother wasn't happy. She didn't talk to me for a month. She just cut me off.
Oh dear.
She was
did
disappointed.
she adapt eventually?
She did, because people started telling her, "Have you seen your son? He's on TV, he's doing this, he's singing here, there, he's in this video, that video." And she was like, "What do you mean my son?" Because I'd never sung to her. And then eventually she sat me down, because they showed her videos, commercials. I was doing everything. I was acting, singing, doing the whole nine. And she saw some stuff I never knew. I'd given up. I was just doing me. And then she sat me down and had a chat with me. She was like, "Okay, I see what you're doing. Are you serious about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is who I am." So it took a bit of time, but we had an honest conversation, and she just allowed me to breathe, and then I started to show her more stuff. And then she realized I was studying music as well, so I wasn't just
You
singing.
actually even went to school for music.
Yes, yes. So I've got a BTEC National in Popular Music. So I'm not just some airhead. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yes, I'm gifted, but I decided to work on my skills. Going for having the natural talent is one thing, but learning how to use your talent is another thing. Understanding about musical scales, you know, understanding performance, the dynamics, the psychology behind it, the psychology of an artist. What is your mindset like? Who are you? You know, people just think people just jump up on stage. No, it's a whole life of its own, you know, and it's one of those lives that you have to cultivate and really understand the journey of an artist. We've been on this road and we know exactly what it's like. It's not for the faint-hearted.
So what year did you start Team O?
Team O. Was it 2010? It's 2010.
No.
Wasn't it?
Too far.
Correct me then.
2000, because you threw the boat party.
There was a boat party in
Yeah.
There was a boat party.
Let me tell you something.
I'm an organizer as
Let
well.
me tell you something. You're talking about this woman here. I'm going to blow her horn.
Blow up, please.
She's a professional makeup artist. She's done London Fashion Week, Birmingham Fashion Week. Let me take my shades off. He's done everything. She's a beautician as well.
Wow.
She's an events organizer. She understands branding to the core.
Wow.
She understands it. So we cut an album called The Appetizer. And she was like, okay, let's throw a party. I was like, okay, cool. It's going to be a listening party. So she handled the organization. She found this boat, a static boat in Greenwich, in London. And there were twins that were the chefs. So she organized everything, food and everything. I organized the music, the album. So if you show up at the party, you get a meal, you get a CD of the album, and you get the live performance.
Interesting.
She organized everything. She hooked it up. And when I got there, I was like, because I was so wrapped up in the music, production, and everything. When I got there, I was like, what the heck? This is amazing.
You couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe. No, she's blown me away with events she's done, and I'm like, even her own women's events that she does. I'm looking in the background. I'm like, hey, babe, this is nice. But in my mind, I'm like, wow, you put this together. I don't think she knows she's great, but I mean, I see she's really, really great at what she does, and she organizes.
So you do the boat party, and then that's when you realize we can actually do this together.
Yeah, we had a band at the time, and very shortly after, in the space, it was like our dynamics. Even though she was singing with me, it was like, you know what? Yeah, we're coming forward. So we recorded a single. And the name just came about, Team O.
Why the name Team O though?
So Team O, because we do everything as a team.
Okay.
You know, we have children, so we teach them together.
Yeah.
You know, when he washes dishes, I wash dishes. He cooks, I cook. We clean together, as in
everything.
You know, there
in
isn't.
fact, if I go back to the family a little bit, when you're traveling, you travel with the entire family, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
We're traveling
We
family.
travel with our children.
So how do they study? Don't they miss out on school?
We
Homeschool.
homeschool.
So
We're
you-
strict with that. Yeah, we
very
homeschool.
strict.
You do it yourself, so
Yes.
you have to take care of the family. Everything is
Yep.
done as
In-house,
That's
as-
how
as
you
a team.
become team. And then
As
the
a
letter
team.
O.
The letter O is Onayamake, which is our surname.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Naimake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yahuda
yes.
Onayamake.
Yahuda
So
Onayamake.
it is a
yes.
team Onaimake
That's right.
kind of thing.
That's right.
That is nice. So when did you have your first song?
First song.
What was it? Yes.
So first song was Still You.
Still You.
Still You, yes.
2014, 15, so.
2014, 2015, yes. And Still You is about us being together, still wanting to be together after all those years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we thought we'd write a song about our love together.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're saying you decided to write a song about your love together. I was reading your bio and you said you share your love through music.
Yes.
Try to explain that.
We spread love through music. So, you know, we talk about love, we talk about life, we talk about issues in life. And really, we believe that injecting love into your surrounding can actually make your world a better place.
Yeah.
How else do we share love through music?
Well, to be honest with you, in today's society, there's a lot of negative stuff that is put out there. And if it's murder, you hear it in a lot of tracks. You know, you hear people complaining about it, but the industry tends to push this towards like the youth. But it's still cool to talk about love. You know, a lot of the tracks of the yesteryears, the OGs that a lot of them have passed on, their music that is still played through these years. We hear their stuff. A lot of it is based on love. A lot of it is based on feeling good, having, you know, good thoughts and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong about that. So fair enough, you have a lot of major labels that will decide to say, no, you got to make the music dark, sing about heartbreak, sing about, you know, sex music.
I thought those deep emotions is where you get inspired to make
Of
music.
course, of course.
All kinds of emotions.
Yes, it is all kinds of emotions. Because it's not necessarily, you know, with marriage, you're not in deep emotions all the time.
Nope.
You know, you deal with life, you deal with situations, you deal with issues, you deal with problems. You know, love is a doing word. Do you see what I mean? So when I say I love you, I want to understand you. I want to communicate with you. I want to grow with you. All that is love. Do you see what I mean? And that's what we're sharing in our music, our growth journey.
So Still You, and then the second one.
Yeah.
Second, Falling Star.
Falling Star.
That was the
What
second
is that
song.
one about?
Falling Star is about not missing out on the opportunity of love, a good thing. When real love comes along, are you going to take it or are you just going to pass it up? Because we know people that have passed up on things like that. And we know our story, we nearly missed each other, but we didn't. We saw the opportunity, we took it. So that's what Falling Star is about, you know.
I want to now compare your family life and your music life. You seem to have very, very busy lives. How do you balance that?
Wow.
Family first.
Yes, family first.
Family always comes first.
Yeah.
No matter how much they're paying you for a concert.
Family comes first. Faith, our faith, you know, we you know, our faith comes first as well.
You're Christians, you are...
We're
We're believers.
You're
We're believers.
believers, okay,
Yes,
yes.
we're believers.
We're believers.
And, you know, we pray together. We read the word together. We, you know, we are strengthened in scriptures. And, you know, we know what to do and what not to do, where to give our time and where not to give our time. So by that, we gain balance because you can't do everything. If you do everything, you will probably fail. Do you know what I mean? So we deal with the important things that are part of our purpose and growth.
And when you're walking in your purpose, you won't go wrong.
Yeah.
If you're in the wrong lane, then you will crash. That's the thing. So for us, we know we're called to music. And that's one of the for me, when I look at my personal journey and when I look at Jackie's journey, we're definitely called to music. If not, we won't be able to do the things we are
There's
doing
an
and things
ease
we
that
have
comes
done.
with doing your purpose or, you know, walking in purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is an ease. So it looks like you're doing a lot, but actually it's naturally flowing out of you.
Yeah, it's organic.
Yeah, it's organic.
Because that is what they expect you to do. Sorry, that is what your life is designed to be doing, so it becomes so
you're
easy.
designed, you were built by the Almighty to be that. Do you see what I mean?
I want first let Gabriel rest for a bit. I want to come to you, Jackie. Gabriel has praised you.
I got to blow my wife's horn, innit?
Yeah, say these amazing things about you. I understand you got a complimentary degree
Yes.
in fashion.
Yes.
First explain to our viewers what a complimentary degree is.
Complementary. It's a foundation degree in fashion. And basically, it's just like a normal degree. I was there for 3 years studying, and at the end, you had to present, you know, your clothing. I had to sew some clothing, and you know, you present basically. because my fashion degree was mixed with marketing.
So fashion is one of your passions.
Yes, fashion
Do you
is
have
one
a
of them.
clothing line?
Working on it. Working on it, along with all the other things that I'm doing, yes.
What are you doing in line of fashion?
In line of fashion, I would say more it's been makeup and it's been more beauty. And for us, I actually put our clothes together. So the clothes that you see in our video, which we are due to release soon, you know, I put all of that together. You know, I have an eye for that.
I see you like suits a lot. I'm seeing a white one, and I saw a picture with the black ones.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
you
yes.
like structures.
Yes, I like structure, but I think I'm very versatile as well. I like print. I love African print. I love, and you will see that all through the Eve Before the Fall video.
Have you had some events when it comes to fashion?
Yes, yes, yes. I've put on beauty events in London. I do yearly events, yearly beauty events, and I have a passion to empower women through beauty. So it will be, you know, DIY events. It will be how do we portray ourselves as women? What's going to make us beautiful? You know, dealing with the inner beauty, not just the outer beauty.
One tip, just for the viewers.
One
For the
tip in
women,
terms of
inner beauty and how to present
inner
yourself.
beauty and how to present yourself. Really, I would say, you know, dig deep. You know, dig deep, because what you have inside of you, the world needs that. You know, and you know, you were created beautiful inside and out, and don't just show the outer beauty, show the inner beauty, that gentle spirit, you know, that confident spirit, you know, just be yourself, be who you authentically were created to be.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to come to Gabriel.
Right.
I understand you have made music with some of the big names on these streets.
Yeah.
Eddie Sheeran,
Ed Sheeran,
seeing
yeah.
Jay-Z. Tell us about this.
Wow, it's a blessing. So with Ed Sheeran, I got to work with him on Shape of You, the song itself.
I love Shape
I'm
of You.
actually in that. So
You were in the background, you were
doing
the
backing
producer.
vocals on that.
Oh,
doing
wow.
backing vocals on that. Jay-Z, I did backing vocals for him. I worked with Lionel Richie, Madonna.
Worked with Madonna too.
Yeah, worked with Madonna. Aladdin the movie with Will Smith.
You
That-
did vocals as well?
Yeah, on that as well. So, and worked with a whole heap of other people as well. So, it's been a blessing. I can't, you know what? God has been good. That's all I can say. I'm not going to turn around and say, wow, you know, I have not done this. No, I've really done some big stuff.
You said you did some acting. What are some of these acting roles you've done?
I've like done work as an extra in like movies. So there's a movie called Sorted with Jason Donovan. Living Dead, I was in that one as well, and a couple of others. I've done
Living
videos.
Dead, which?
It's one of those movies that was done in.
Tell me the season and the episode. I'm looking for it.
That was kind of a minor. I'll tell you a big one that I did. Have you heard of Roger Waters from Pink Floyd? Okay. Pink Floyd is a huge rock group, and he put out this massive play called Saira, which is the Passage to Freedom. So I had a lead role in that as the revolutionary slave.
I'm looking for it.
So we did that in Poznan, Poland. We did the big, what's it called, the debut there. That was outdoor in front of 1,500 promoters from around the world. So I was in dreadlocks. You can find it on YouTube. You see me
I'm
in it.
ready to look for it.
It's on YouTube. So I got to do that. I've been in videos for Craig David, Wyclef Jean from the Fugees. I've done KFC advert, Guinness advert, DFS adverts. I've done all kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Oh, wow. How is it like? How do you feel doing all of this on your portfolio?
I love it. It's performing arts, singing, acting, and stuff like that. I love it. I love it. It's enjoyable. When you are doing what you're called to do, you do what you love, and you love what you do.
That's right. And the money comes along with it.
It comes along with it.
The
Yeah.
money is good.
That's why
I
you're
like
real.
the fact that Jackie had to jump in with the money. And the
she's
money
not
comes
wrong.
along with it.
She's not wrong. She's right. The money comes
The
along.
money has to be right.
Yeah.
It has to be
It
right.
has to be. We're with the governing bodies, the right bodies for artists.
Yeah, who
you know.
protect artists.
So these bodies protect us. We get paid properly. Do you get what I'm saying? So for like us, we write music, produce and stuff like that. you don't just throw it out there. You make, this is your intellectual property.
Yes.
So you make sure you get paid for what you do, you know. There's no way I'm going to hand my publishing out to someone just to come and take it.
Because it's your art.
It's your
At
art.
the end of the day, nobody works for free.
No.
Nobody wants to work for free.
How do you compare that, what you guys experience when it comes to the UK and intellectual property with the Ugandan way of doing things, where copyright is, it's a law, but it's not
There's
as
growth.
well implemented?
Yeah, there's growth to take place. You know, Uganda has so much potential.
Indeed.
You know, and we're thankful that you've got UPRS now. You know, and we just see that there's a lot of growth to take place, and it can happen as long as you know, we are all willing. You know, the bodies are willing.
The artists have to be protected.
Yeah, the artists do need to be protected because it's an art form.
Yeah.
And you know, we put a lot in our music.
Yeah.
You know, you put your life and soul. You go out, you entertain. You know,
You
in
write.
in the studio, you're up day and night writing.
Yeah.
You've got to, you know, make sure that this vocal is sounding right.
Yeah.
You know, you're retaking, you know, recording and retaking and record. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Yes.
And then 3 minutes it's done in, like, you know, you present it in 3 minutes on a CD, but a lot of work has gone
It's
behind.
days and
Years of
days
work.
yes, and
A lot of
systems.
blood, sweat, and tears in there. A lot of people don't understand the process of putting a track together. They think, you know, you just get up and that's just it. Don't get me wrong, when you're gifted, you do it, but you still have to sharpen your skills. You still need to work on your songwriting, work on your vocals. So when you give that take, you're giving excellence. And when you put that music out there, it's only fair that the masses respect the architect for their work. It's our intellectual property. This is what helps us feed our families, and it's what helps us gain generational wealth.
These generational wealth and families, the two children, what are their names?
Prince and Passion.
Praise and passion.
Prince and Pasha.
Passion,
Passion.
yes.
Do they love music too?
Oh, yes.
When you're both music parents.
Oh, yes. Prince was drumming, like banging everything from a young age.
How old is he?
He's now 11 years old. Yes, and you know, we used to sing to him while he was in my stomach, in my belly. But you know, he then, you know, he went into drumming basically. He's a drummer. He's our drummer. He
Does
sings.
he drum on one of your tracks?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Don't trust
But
him
he
yet.
sings. He sings.
Oh, he sings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Has he
both
been-
sing.
Has he been on any of your tracks yet?
Yes.
We have one track called Heal, which will
It's
come
come
out
out.
with the new project that we're working on, and they're both on that.
Both of them?
Yes, they're
Even
both
Passion
on that.
sings?
Yes,
Yeah.
Passion sings as well.
How old?
She's
Passion is 7. Yeah, Passion is
7. All I could do for myself is eat.
Yeah, we're still teaching them. They're still in the growth process,
Yeah.
but you know, it's about growing. Life is about growing, learning, developing, and that's what we do as a family.
So you're here in Uganda for how long?
So we hope to be here till early Jan. So yeah, we hope to be here till early Jan,
Yeah.
working on more projects. We are going to be getting out our EP, 8-track EP shortly.
I want to get on shows as
yes,
well
yes,
and
yes,
do as
yes.
much musically as
Yes.
possible. Get our name and get to be seen and heard and get our music out there. to
Do
the
you
Ugandan
do you
public.
record here in Uganda?
Yes, we came with our portable studio. And Heal was actually done here last week. We
Yeah.
just have a little bit to complete on that before we then send it over to America for mixing. So we're thankful that the world now, internet has made the world literally
A smaller
a
place.
smaller place.
It's a global village.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a global village.
village.
So you can just do something in one place, send it over in another side of the world, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Do you do any videos in Uganda?
Yes, Eve Before the Fall, which is Jackie and I's current single, was shot in Uganda, right by Entebbe.
Entebbe where?
Botanical Gardens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which
Interesting.
is beautiful.
Beautiful place.
Yes, yes, and beautiful video as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to release that in about a week's time, in about a week or two.
Week or two,
Yeah.
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 You talk about doing some stuff in Uganda. Have you traveled to Nigeria, his home, and also do some work there as well?
We've been
Yes.
to Nigeria.
Yes, we were in Nigeria in 2011,
That's right.
and we're due to go back again.
Yeah.
We did do work out there.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
That was funny because we went out to promote one of the singles called Rise, and the A side was a soul track, B side was an Afrobeat track called Victory, and when we got there it was Lagos. So I was kind of new in Lagos, not really new. I've been to Lagos as a kid, but this time coming as a full-fledged adult. So we were out there, so we went to Echo Hotel. It was jazz back, right?
Yes.
And I didn't know that Jackie and one of the guys that was there with us, they went to speak to the organizers like, can you get Gio on? She was like, who's Gio? And, you know, they gave my credentials, what I've done and stuff like that, because they're going to ask, who have you worked with? So when this is the funny bit for me. So they were like, the guy, the compere came up, he said, this next person, I don't think I'm worthy of introducing this person. So I'm looking around like, who is he? And he said, he has worked with blah, blah, blah. So I'm still looking around. Jackie's like, it's you. I was like, oh yeah. So when they called me up, this is what the guy did. The guy literally, I came and stood beside him, and he looked, I'm standing here, he looked the other way, and then looked at me, and then still kept turning around.
Like,
and I'm standing there looking at him like, it's me. And he said, you? I said, yeah. So they gave me the mic, I did my thing, and yeah, man, we lit the stage up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was your experience in Nigeria.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
What did it feel like knowing that in your home country people have not embraced you yet?
Time.
Wow.
Time.
It is.
Timing.
It is.
That's
timing.
all.
Yeah.
You know, it's like anywhere else, you know, anywhere else you go to, if you are new, it just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
When people get to know you and they know that you're authentic, that you're the real deal, people will connect with you. And that's the most important thing.
It's like
It's about
building a
connection.
relationship, really, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
takes time to build a relationship.
all.
You get to know me, I get to know you.
Yeah.
You like me, I like things about you, and if I see more of you,
Yeah.
I will see what I like about you.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you done any collaborations here in Uganda with some Ugandans
Oh,
or
we would love to.
Nigerians?
We would love to. Not yet, but we would absolutely love
Yeah.
to. Say, hey, Ugandan artists out there.
Of course,
We're
towards
here.
the end, I'm going to ask you to sample us with some of your songs, but what is your genre?
Oh, wow.
We're multi-genre.
We're multi.
So everything we do is with a soul undertone. We've
Yes.
done a lot of R&B, hip hop, you know, and Afrobeat, Afro soul. Those are the main genres that we literally play with in terms of Team O. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, it was more multi-genre. And it depends on the song, you know. Every song has its own, a song is like a person, it has its own persona.
Yes.
So the right genre with the right lyrics and the right melodies, everything just fits like the perfect hand in the perfect glove. Yeah.
Like, for example, our current project, 8 tracks, but it's literally a taster of what we have to offer, what we have to bring. And it's got Afrobeat, it's got R&B,
I'm a piano,
I'm a piano,
Nice.
reggae.
hip hop soul.
Like a track for all these
Yes.
genres.
Literally, yeah, 8 tracks, but literally all 8 tracks are a different
Genres.
genre. Yeah, but you know, with the soul undertone,
Yeah.
you will still know that it's us bringing you this music.
So if you were to do a collaboration in Uganda, who would you pick?
Well, we've talked about that.
We did.
We talk about that.
We did. That ladies first.
Jackie,
Eddie Kenzo.
Eddie Kenzo,
We'd
yeah.
like to hook up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone like Eddie
for you,
Kenzo.
and then
I'll say Eddie Kenzo. I think you got checking out people like Navio and people like that, you know. Yeah, they sound cool, man. They sound good at what they do.
Yeah,
These
Yeah.
are the people that do really well,
Yeah.
according to your test. They're the
Yeah,
people
no,
that
they're
would
great.
match up well with you.
With us, yeah.
I wanted to take you a little bit back. Who inspired you to get into music? Starting with Gabriel.
Oh, why didn't you go ladies first?
Because
Okay.
she's been doing ladies.
She's been
first.
doing ladies first. Okay. Inspired me to get into music. I can say who prevented me from giving up.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So there's the late Reverend Rance Allen. I heard him, and I remember that day I was gonna quit. I was gonna give up.
What had happened?
At first, I hated my voice. I did not like my voice. I mean, I'm talking about everything. I didn't like my speaking voice. My singing voice just didn't like nothing about it because I didn't sound like everybody else. I heard all the R&B artists, like, you know, people like Jesse Campbell, people like Mint Condition, you know, Prince, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, all these guys, and, you know, Phyllis Hyman, Aretha Franklin. And I wanted to sound a certain way, but because I didn't. So I was at this vocal academy, and the guys, they were just amazing all the time. So I remember that night, I was like, in my head, I was like, this is it, man. I'm not doing it no more. So
You're going to go back to pharmacy school.
you know what? I hadn't made a decision there, but I was just like, you know what? I'd already given up my degree. I was like, I'll find something else, you know. But this, I don't think, because I had personal things I needed to deal with to sort my head out. And this is where the psychology of music comes in. You know, your mind has to be right as an artist. And that night, I'd already said, you know what? That's it. So vocal class had ended. My friend was giving me a lift. And then he put this track on. And I was like, wow, she sounds really, really good. I'm like, dude, who is she? And he's like, that's not a woman, that's a man. I was like, what? He said, trust me, Gio, I nearly crashed my car when I heard him. So I thought, okay. I was like, you know what, hook me up. I need this. So you know what I did? Me, I'm a complete hip hop freak. That period, I just let go of hip hop, every other genre. I listened to this man's music for 3 months. And he was the person that made me go, you know what? There's room for me. So that was a person that I can think of and go, that's the most prominent story I can think of and go, yeah, you know what? This man, his music made me think again and not quit music. Because like I said, I didn't sound like everyone else.
Yes.
And it's not like, oh my gosh, it was a negative thing. I was always getting called out. You take the lead. And I'm like, oh no.
Maybe because you're actually that good.
I didn't get it. Like I said, you're talking about a person that hated his voice.
Yeah.
Speaking everything, I just did. It's like one of them ones I'm like, no, I don't want to hear it. But now I love my voice. I've grown to love it over the years. But that's due to self-acceptance. You know, we run an initiative called Soul in the City. And
Before we go to the initiative, I was going to come to it. I want the lady
Sorry.
to tell us her
To tell
inspiration.
me.
Yes.
Wow. So I would say, actually, you are my big inspiration.
No. Oh my gosh, viewers. Can you believe this? This is my wife. I never knew this in life at all. I didn't know this.
Let me backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
You
Okay.
change it? Yes, just brag to Ugandans.
Me?
No, you are my big inspiration.
Wow.
But I
This is
think
past
also,
tense.
going back, from a very young age, you know, I was like, piano was being played in our home. And I loved the sound of music. Ooh, Sound of Music, even as in the Sound of Music and the Sound of Music.
I like that movie.
as well.
Nobody should knock that movie.
Yeah.
I like it.
But I actually loved the sound of music in the home. And I loved, you know, being creative. And I think when I grew and took up arts, you know, I was at a place where I didn't know where the arts could take me, you know, and my parents were like, oh, no, you just go do business or, you know, go do something else kind of thing. So I went on and I did business. but the passion for art and fashion was still, you know, there. I went into business, I went into finance, and like I said before, I was literally miserable.
Yes.
And, you know, meeting my husband and hearing his story of music, I was like, this can actually be done. You know, I was really inspired. And from then on, it was like, you know what, let me do what I really want to do. Because, you know, I have my life, I want to live for purpose, live to do what I was created to do.
Let's talk about this initiative of
Yeah.
inspiring
Yes.
people. What is it called? What does it do?
So Soul in a City, we run our own organization called Soul in a City, where we do pop-up workshops
Yeah.
to inspire artists. So we help them out, train them vocally and also performance-wise, check out their total package, go into the psychology of music and prepare them, help them on their journey. Some people need just to identify their gift, you know, whether they're meant to be in music. And some people just need a bit of stirring, a bit of guidance, you know, to help direct them as in, you know what, this is the kind of work that's entailed. This is the lifestyle you're going into. Are you ready for this? You know, and some people just need awareness in terms of knowledge. You know, like we're talking about musical intellectual property in terms of like copyrights, masters, you know, publishing and stuff like that. When it comes to contracts, you don't just go sign anything. You don't sign your life away. You have people that have signed their lives away, and these people have given us great music, but a large number of them have died poor, broke, and lonely. And, you know, we help school artists as well.
You also inspire women. I understand your new album, your new song, your new single is about inspiring women.
Yes.
What is that about?
So basically, it's about encouraging women to make the right choices in life, and how, you know, wrong choices can lead you down the wrong path. In particular, I also go into speaking about, there's this term called the whole phase that promotes promiscuity, like sexual relations. Whole phase. You know, and it's like, it's been accepted in society as just a stage, a phase in life. You know, you can sleep with as many men as you want, you know. And for a woman, that's a dangerous place to be, you know. Even for men, it's a dangerous place to be. You know, you shouldn't necessarily be sleeping around, to be honest. But it's basically giving them advice that, you know, make the right decisions, which will lead you down the right path. You know, you don't want baggages down, you know.
Carrying soul ties here
Exactly,
and there,
soul
everywhere.
ties here and everywhere.
So that's what the song talks about.
Yes.
Just
And we've got a Luganda section. I do sing in Luganda.
You will sing for us in Uganda. Before I conclude this, shall we get into the Luganda singing here? I want to ask you just some quick questions. Of the two of you, who is the loudest?
Oh wow, that's obvious.
Who likes fashion more?
Do you know what? Fashion is actually both of us.
It's both of us,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's actually both
Who is
of
the
us.
most serious?
Well, yeah. Gotta get things done. I love organization. I'm an organized
You're the one who is
person.
always putting everyone in line.
Organized.
Very nice. So he's the joke, right?
He's a joke. He's
the joker. Like he's
As in-
funny.
he makes us laugh. He makes us
I might
laugh.
make you laugh, but you know what's funny? We both have our serious sides. She's more serious than I am. I'm very serious when it comes to music. Like, let's get this done. You know, she's like generally serious, but you know, I inject the jokes, and we have children that just make us laugh.
Absolutely.
They
So
will make
children
us
are
laugh.
funnier than you.
Oh yeah, fashion. My goodness.
Gosh.
She needs a whole YouTube channel.
She
In
does.
fact, she does have it. She'll be like, hey, I'm Passion, I'm this, I'm that. Passion.com. And she's got this American accent where we're like, where did you get that from? You know?
It's shocking. It's really shocking. I'm like, how did this come about? And she's like, Daddy. I'm like, you know what? That's not me.
She grew up in the UK. The dad is a Nigerian. The mom is Muganda. She has an American accent.
I'm telling you, we're like,
It's shocking.
I'm not sure how that happened. He's watching too much
Who
something.
is most social?
I would say he is, but you know,
I think we both are. We both
we
are.
both are
Both
social.
are. Yeah.
Both of you are very.
but he's more like out there,
Yeah,
you know.
I am.
I'm a Muganda woman. Come on,
very proud.
you know, classy.
I'm proud Nigerian, but I'm loud.
I'm a
It's
Muganda
fine.
woman.
Very nice. As we are concluding this show, I'm not going to let you go before you sing for us. First, Luganda.
I wasn't prepared for. Should we do Falling Star? You're
Yeah.
gonna love Falling Star.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went here.
So. Okay. Yeah.
Catch, catch, would you catch a falling star? Catch, catch, would you catch a falling clover, falling clover? Would you catch a falling star? Catch a falling star.
Priceless. Priceless. I am going to end the show here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
I could give you a minute to give last words. Inspire
Yes.
some people. Tell some people who want to keep up on music what they should do.
Wow, keep going. Keep going. It's a journey, you know. It's a journey. It's
a
process.
marathon.
It's a yes.
It's not a
marathon,
sprint.
and it's a process. Don't give up. You know, you came to this earth with a package, and we need you. We need that gift inside of you.
Sure.
To encourage us as well.
Yeah, don't leave. Don't leave without giving us everything you have. Leave empty. That's the assignment for all of us. We are meant to leave this earth empty. Don't rob us of your gifting.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Jackie and Gabriel. This was a beautiful conversation. Well, there you have it. That is Jackie and Gabriel, Team O. And you can find their music on, I believe, all social media platforms. You can buy their music on Spotify, right?
Yes.
You can get their music on Apple.
Yes, YouTube
everywhere,
as well.
anywhere you think
Official
of.
Team O
They have done
music.
music. They have done it with the big gigs. They have done it with themselves. They have shared their love in their words and in their vocals. Please do go and support them. We are going to end the rush hour here. Thank you for being with us since 6 until now. Have a very beautiful weekend. We shall catch you on Monday at 6. I am Agatha Mhaise and I am done for now. Thank you so much for keeping it up.
Rush Talk, brought to you by
Metropolitan International University, a multi-campus university with campuses in Kampala, Kisoro and Mbarara. Contact or WhatsApp us on 0772 561 957. Email us at metropolitaniu@gmail.com. Empowerment through knowledge creation.